Hi guys, welcome back. Today I have some very exciting news to share with you. So we're going to be talking about a couple of different things today. Number one is there's going to be a few minor changes to my channel, not so much to my content, but to the way it looks. By that I mean I'm getting new channel art, which I'm really excited about, and I'm also going to be changing the tagline for my channel. It's about time, and there's a really good reason for it. So let's chat about this. When I first started YouTube, Beautifully Bookish Bethany, and my tagline is Books, Beauty, and the Geeky Mom Lifestyle. When I first started, I was doing quite a bit of beauty content. As you can tell, I like makeup. I enjoy doing beauty stuff in my personal life. It is a hobby. But as time has gone on, I've discovered that making video content in the beauty space is just not something that I care that much about. You guys have seen this. I haven't really made beauty videos in a while, so this is something that I've been planning for a while. But I'm finally changing things officially and telling you. So there's a few reasons for this. One is I am more consistently excited about books and talking about books than I am about makeup. There's just, at some point, was less that I was interested in talking about. Also, most of you guys weren't really watching the beauty videos that I was making when I did make them. So your views were telling me this isn't content that most of the community is all that interested in. And number three, the BookTube community is a lot nicer than the beauty community. And I mean, I can deal with nasty comments, I do get them, and I'm able to kind of like laugh them off, but I would prefer not to have that many of them, and you definitely have more nasty comments in the beauty community, which I think is really unfortunate. And overall, I think the BookTube community is really great and kind, and even if people disagree, they do it in polite ways more often than not. So for all of those reasons, I am officially saying that I'm not doing beauty anymore. Will I occasionally talk about makeup products I like in like favorites video or something? Yeah, possibly. If you guys are interested in seeing something like that, I'm totally open to doing it, but it's not how I want to brand my channel. So instead, Beautifully Bookish Bethany is going to be about books and the geeky mom lifestyle, because I do still include things with my kids in some of the vlogs that I do. I do a yearly New York City Comic-Con vlog and talk about taking kids to places like that, and I would love to actually do a little bit more of the geeky mom lifestyle content. If any of you guys are interested in seeing more of that, have ideas for that, let me know. That is absolutely something I would be up for doing more of. And so along with that, I thought it was time for a fresh new look. And so I'm really excited because I've commissioned some new channel artwork and artwork for a video intro that will be coming soon from the lovely Gabby Luciano, who has designed these beautiful covers. I will show you some examples on the screen right here. I love her artwork. I'm really excited to see what she's doing. As I'm currently filming this video, I do not have the new artwork yet, so if it's not up when this video goes live, it will be coming very soon, and I wanted to let you know that that was going to be happening, but really not much is going to change in terms of what you see. The other big announcement that I'm very excited about is I am launching a Patreon page. For those of you guys who don't know what Patreon is, it's this really amazing platform that allows creators, artists, writers to be financially supported by their fans and also give some cool inside benefits and perks to some of their biggest supporters. Now, I want to say a few things about this. Number one, I am super excited about this Patreon for a number of reasons. The potential of having more resources to allow me to do cooler, better content on this channel and in other forums is really exciting for me. I have big ideas, big dreams, and things that I've thought of in the past that have sometimes been really hard for me to carry all the way through for several reasons. Number one, my editing software. I currently use iMovie, which has been really great launching this YouTube channel. However, I'm kind of hitting a ceiling with what I'm able to do with iMovie, and I would like to do more things, and that requires better editing software, which is not cheap. And so that's one thing that I am currently saving towards. And along with that, the current computer that I have doesn't have enough space and processing power to do some of the bigger, longer form content that I'm excited to do, and so I'm also saving towards being able to purchase a better computer. So those are two really big, just like practical purchases that would allow me to do a whole lot more. The other thing is, as a mom of two very active boys, I am lacking time, and getting more time to work on this kind of stuff requires resources so that I can have a babysitter more than I currently do. And honestly, I pour a lot of time and effort and a lot of my own resources into this YouTube channel, and I love it. I mean, I wouldn't be doing it if I didn't love it. I'm really, really passionate about what I'm doing, but I have dreams of bigger things that I want to create. And so I'm really excited about the possibilities of what this Patreon could allow me to do. Now, it's also exciting for you guys. I've done some research on Patreon, and they say that usually somewhere between 1% and 5% of regular viewers of a channel actually support people on Patreon, which is totally fine. I get it. Like, if you are happy just like seeing the content that I have on my YouTube page, that's not going away. It's not changing. It's all gonna be pretty much the same. If you're just happy with that, great. I'm happy to have you. Thank you for your support. I really, really appreciate it, and I don't diminish that at all. But for those of you who want to see me be able to do more things, who are some of my biggest supporters, there are some really cool perks and additional opportunities coming with this Patreon. So we're going to talk a little bit about what those perks are, what opportunities are going with it. But again, I do want to say my current content is not changing. Hopefully, if Patreon goes well, my YouTube content will just get better over time. But the current videos that I'm making and the way that they're available to you is not going to change. So now I'm going to get a little bit into more detailed information about how the Patreon is going to be working, the different tiers of it, and if you're interested in opting into this, what you can do. Also, it is linked down below if you guys want to go and check it out. Please do so. I would really, really appreciate your support if this is something that you want to do. And if not, like, I am happy you're here regardless, and I'm excited about the future of this channel. So the way Patreon works is it is a monthly sort of subscription business, which means that you opt into financially supporting a creator for some set dollar amount per month. My Patreon is going to be starting at $2 a month, and that is the lowest entry-level tier that is fairly accessible. All of my patrons from any level will get access to a private Discord channel where we will have a monthly book club discussion, which I'm really, really excited for. I think it's going to be so much fun. If you guys aren't familiar with Discord, it's this really cool app you can get on desktop or on your phone. It originally started in gaming communities, but it's now being repurposed for a lot of other things, and I'm excited about the possibilities of it. It's basically a chat room. You can do text chat, you can do voice chat, you can do video chat, and you can create little chat rooms for different topics. So for my patrons, we're going to have a private Discord server for Beautifully Bookish Bethany patrons, and on that server we will be discussing a book every month. This channel will get discussions of that book in my TBR and in my wrap-up every month as per usual, but the actual discussion of it while we're reading it will be a monthly book club for my patrons. So I'm excited about that. I think that's going to be super fun. It's like cool inside interaction, and you guys can chat with each other as well. The other perk that you get at entry level is you will get early access to my TBR and wrap-up videos. You will get access to them 1 to 2 days before everybody else on YouTube. So everybody's gonna get the same content, but you get to see it early. So if you ever wanted to know earlier what I'm gonna be reading in a given month or what I thought about the books that I read that month, my patrons will have exclusive early access to that. You also will get random extra content. I might do extra videos for my Patreon or behind the scenes pictures or footage. This may change over time, but you'll get extra special content that is exclusive to patrons. And this level I call my trade paperbacks. I mean, we have to be on brand. It is a book-related community and channel, of course. The next level up is $5 a month, and my $5 a month people are my audiobooks. This is a staple of my reading these days, you guys, and what's exciting is at this step up, you get all of the perks that come with the trade paperback level, but you also get to vote on the book that we're going to be reading for the month, which I'm pretty excited for. So I will curate some list of like 5 books that are possibilities for the book club that month, and you guys will get to vote on which one we're actually going to be reading together. I won't just include new books on this list, also include backlist titles I've been wanting to get to because I know those are often more accessible through libraries. My audiobook friends will also once a year get early access to my favorite books of the year and stats videos that come out in January. So you guys will also get to see those videos a couple of days before everybody else. And also you'll periodically have the opportunity to vote on different content things that I'm thinking about doing, offer ideas and suggestions, and honestly, anybody who's on my Patreon can offer ideas and suggestions, especially through the Discord server. I'm like more than happy to hear what you guys have to say. Okay, so those are the 2 levels that to me seem like most accessible to the average person, but for those of you who want to do more, there are 3 other levels that you could possibly hit. And honestly, especially the top 2 are like very aspirational. I would be shocked if anybody actually took me up on them, but they're there, so who knows? I mean, like, hey, I'm not gonna say no if you want to support what I want to do in terms of art and creative content, like, fantastic. The next tier is the new release hardcover, and this one is $10 a month. I know this is a little bit more, but there are also some extra perks that come along with it. So you get all of the things that I already mentioned for the lower levels, but additionally, you will get a shout out in my monthly TBR video. So every month in my TBR video, when I talk about the Patreon book club pick of the month, I will also give shout outs to everybody who is a $10 a month supporter and above, whatever name you want me to use, as long as it is appropriate, you will get a monthly shout out in my TBR videos. And additionally, you will get a quarterly mailing from me with a personalized note and a letter talking about some of my favorites from that quarter. And occasionally you might also get some small bookish goodies, like a pin or a bookmark. I don't want to commit to every time that it would be like that, but I generally like sending things to people. It's really fun. And so it's going to be stuff that can fit in a small envelope. Okay, so moving on from there, we have the like really higher level for those of you who have extra disposable income and really want to like support the things that I'm doing. So my first sort of aspirational tier has some extra special perks. I'm not necessarily expecting any of you guys to get this, but if you do, here's what you get. This one starts at $35 a month, and this is the limited special edition book, and it is in fact limited. I only have 12 spots open for this. Not that I expect those to fill up anytime soon, but there's only 12 spots open because like that's as much as I can handle. So for the limited special edition book level, you get all of the previous benefits from other tiers, and you will get a quarterly book box from me. I will curate a book box that will probably include some of my favorite things that I have read recently and some goodies, and you will receive that 4 times a year. For any international patrons on this one, it's going to work a little bit differently. Instead of getting a book box, you will receive a selection of some of my favorite titles shipped through Book Depository because they offer free international shipping, as well as sort of the small packet of personalized note, etc. So that's how it'll work for any international patrons at this level and above, which I don't know if anyone's going to take me up on it, but it would be super fun to curate quarterly book boxes. So we'll see. It would be really cool, and it would be amazing if somebody wanted to do this. Okay, and finally, I have the level that like, oh my god, my mind would be completely blown if anybody did this, but it's there. And this is at $100 a month. This is the rare signed first edition book level, guys, cause super rare. And there's only 5 spots for this. At the $100 a month level, you get all of the previous benefits, including the quarterly book box, plus you get to help me pick my TBR. These people get to choose 2 books a year that I must read. This is why there's only 5 spots available, because that's like 10 books a year, which is like totally doable. But yeah, you get to pick 2 books that must go on my TBR. I'll probably would assign this person like 2 months specifically, where they can pick a book for each of those months to put on my TBR. So they get to pick what I'm going to be reading. Also, once a year, they will receive a personalized video of their choice. This could be a birthday greeting, this could be a Q&A, it could be a book review that they want to see me do. It's kind of up to them. So once a year, they get to suggest a video that I will make that will be personalized in honor of this rare signed first edition supporter, and my mind would be completely blown. But I would do that. Finally, if you, person who's like supporting me at that insane level, come to New York City, I will buy you a coffee and take you on a personalized tour of some of my favorite bookstores in the city. I am not paying for travel or accommodations, but I will buy you a coffee and I will take you around my favorite bookstores. So there you go. Those are all the levels of my Patreon. As I said, the last two are like super aspirational, but they are there. I think that Patreon is a really, really amazing platform. In fact, one thing that I thought was super cool when I was researching it is that one of my all-time favorite authors, N.K. Jemisin, is one of their big success stories. If you guys have been on this channel for a while, I'm sure you've heard me talk about N.K. Jemisin. I love her books. The 5th season is the first book in the Broken Earth trilogy. All 3 books in that trilogy won Hugo Awards, and they are all-time favorites for me. It's one of my favorite adult sci-fi fantasy series. So N.K. Jemisin was able to quit her day job and write full-time because of Patreon, which I think is amazing. She makes over $6,000 a month from her patrons, these people that are supporting her art and supporting her in doing what she is amazing at doing, and that is so cool. So cool. Now, like, I don't ever expect to get anywhere near that, but I really do believe in the value of supporting creators and supporting artists, and that they should be paid for their work, for what they offer and what they provide to the world and to the community. I think it's a really important thing. And Patreon is such a cool platform because it's personalized, it allows more intimate interaction with some of your biggest supporters, and it kind of reminds me of back in the day when wealthy people would be the patrons of artists and writers and would help cover their cost of living so that they have the possibility to create. I love online video, I love booktube, I love talking about books. I think there's so much potential for really cool things happening here. I also, like I said, want to start a podcast. There's just so many things, and this is a very cool platform that allows people to reach some of those dreams. So there you have it. I will not be making a ton of videos talking about this, but obviously my patrons will get mentioned every month with the book club, so you'll hear it there in my TBR video, but otherwise I'm not going to be talking about it everywhere. But I'm really excited about it. I think it's going to be super cool. And thank you so much to all of you who watch my videos, leave comments on my videos. Whether or not you join this Patreon endeavor that I'm beginning, I am so grateful for all of your support. Starting a YouTube channel is one of the best things that I've ever done. I haven't talked about this on this channel in a while, so I'm gonna be chatty and tell you a little bit about when I started my channel and why I started it. So I actually started my YouTube channel when my second child was about 5 months old, because I was kind of going crazy and really, really needed an outlet. When we just had one kid, I actually worked full time, and I like working, I enjoy it, but financially, with the cost of childcare in New York, with 2 kids, we couldn't afford for me to continue working full time, and so I was home with 2 kids, with a small baby, by myself, and I was going a little nuts and I needed an outlet, and so YouTube was a lifesaver for me. And like, looking back, I was probably also dealing with a little bit of postpartum depression, and there were a lot of changes going on in my life. It was really challenging. BookTube, like, did so much for me, and I will be so eternally grateful to BookTube for what it has contributed to my life. I have made amazing friends, which I did not expect. I started it because I was like, oh, I always thought it would be fun to do YouTube. I watched a lot of like family vloggers and different things, and then I found out BookTube was a thing, and I was like, oh, I love books, I could do that, sure, why not? And I started it. And I love the whole process. I love making videos. I love editing videos. I love interacting with people, but also I really, really value some of the amazing friendships that I have made through this platform with other creators and people who follow my content. And it's just been generally such an amazing, positive experience that has opened up so many other opportunities for me, and I'm really, really grateful. So thank you so much to all of you who support my channel in any way, whether it's ever financially or whether it's just like liking and commenting or watching. All of it means the world, and I'm so grateful and happy that I did this. And I'm excited to see where this journey could take us and take this channel. So there you have it. Talk to me in the comments down below. The editing, this is going to be interesting because I feel like I said a lot of things. But yeah, I'm really, really excited for this. I'm excited for the new channel art, which will be coming soon. I had kind of hoped to have it before I launched Patreon, but this is what happened, is that Patreon announced that they are about to change their fee structure, and their fees of the percentage that they take out of everything is going up starting on May 6th. So this is why I'm launching my Patreon now, as opposed to perhaps a little bit later. But I'm excited about it. It's something I've been thinking about and working on for a long time. I actually even went to a workshop that Patreon put on, and it was really, really inspiring seeing some of the amazing people who have been able to do so many cool things with their supporters on Patreon. So anyway, I will stop rambling. I'm excited. Talk to me in the comments down below, and please, if you are interested, check out the link below and go see what's on my Patreon page. I'm very, very excited for it. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more content on this channel, and continue to follow me in my journey. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.